Hello, welcome to the third installment of Weekly Worst, your home for learning the ins and outs of WGDPS Weekly. While there hasn't been too much in the news department this week, we do have another interview that I'm excited to showcase. I'm your host Lamako, and with no further introduction, let's get right into some of the hot topics this week. There are only a handful of hot topics. The challenge list has seen lots of changes recently with a new top 1 and several new players competing for the first place spot. Go check it out and play some of the levels when you can. Also, the creator and demon legend Mershark has just reached 100 creator points with some of his recent verified extremes. A big congratulations to Mershark for this significant accomplishment. Finally, a short form content channel called Worst Route is another go-to for WGDPS trivia and statistics, which has gained some traction on YouTube. Go check it out, link is in the description. Now for some demon news. Lots of changes to the demon list this week. There are 6 new placements, with Blood Eater by Hazel placed at 71, The Pound City by Aztec Slicks at 86, Ruin Step C by Slopes at 94, Without You by Kara at 175, Scary House by Yop at 207, and Hell by Hazel at 217. Levels that have been raised on the demon list include Adherence, now at the 40th spot, Riz Vortex to 53, Rusty Exposal Thread to 81, Clyde Never Clear to 84, and Clyde Pike House at 100. Demons lowered include Rupert, now at 41st, Myrtle at 65, The Demon at 90, What You See at 112, and Simon Blade at 134. Due to so many extreme demon additions, the list in its entirety has been extended up to 280, while the main list is capped at 125. This brought back several demons that have allowed Juby to reclaim second place on the leaderboard. For now. A few demons have been beaten this week, starting with Mershark's completions, of course. He has beaten both Maxeeks and Maxeeks Cheese, while Slopes has done the same, but has also completed Happy World by Kara. GG's to you two. There were a few new rated extremes this week: Skill Issue Simulator and Reality Caverns by Mershark, and Slaughter Circles by Evelyn. With that being all the demon news this week, let's check out some important levels. Here are some more Caramel TCC updates. Proper by Mosqueda has recently been verified by Ayushi, and Goodbye Human by Yonabi was also recently finished and submitted as well. 2 very sweet levels that both deserve recognition. Another creator, Claire, is working on a level, Beast Monster Thing. Did you guys see that? And Clyde has yet another preview on Clock's Third Face featuring a very neat background. Only one legendary was rated recently, and that was Reality Caverns by Mershark. Now, probably the strangest rate this weekend has been Invisible Toy Story by Ansky, a short 2-star hard demon. Very, very strange indeed. And that's all the news for this week. But I'm super excited to have an interview with another Worst GDPS member, and that person is Lisa. Lisa, or LMAO in game, is a creator with many levels to their name and are still very active in the Discord server. Let's get started.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm alright.
So, to all the viewers, this is Tiramisu/Lisa/LMAO. I actually have a question about that. How did you get your username for the servers to be that?
For Lamau, I'm gonna be honest, I joined Worst GDPS thinking I wasn't gonna be able to get any creator points because I don't think anybody knows how bad at creating I was before I joined Worst GDPS. You go in the recent tab, you click on any level today, it's about the exact same quality you would get from me back in 2021. I kind of just made up the name on a whim, and then it kind of stuck, and then it branched off into like a bunch of other stuff.
Honestly, it is probably one of the most memorable names. So, how did you first find out about Worst GDPS?
I was in a hotel at Tennessee, and then I was scrolling on YouTube while my computer wasn't working, and then I saw Worst GDPS trailer, and I didn't know what the W stood for, so I clicked on it because I saw the rainbow background, and I was like, ooh.
It was actually like the official trailer from the...
Yeah, it was Worst GDPS trailer.
Wow.
I think. Yeah, it's the one with the rainbow background.
You joined pretty early on, right?
Yeah, I joined back in April of 2022.
What was it like during the first couple of years, and were there any moments that stood out to you or favorite memories from then?
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the standards were hilariously bad. You'd see the absolute garbage getting epic rated. I think the best creator at the time was Neoraptor. He made a lot of weird levels. He was kind of like Woogie in the way that he used like every single object in the editor tab.
Okay.
But just bad. And I mean, the colors were cool, I guess, but that was realistically, that was probably the best quality of Neoraptor's levels.
Right. It's crazy to see how much it's changed over just a few years, really, because you go to
Yeah.
the most of the gauntlet levels, and you just see
I
a
actually
huge
have
jump.
a video on my channel having the top 10 on the worst GDPS way back in, I think it was May, or it might have still been April at the time when I made the video.
Wow.
But it's got some old ass gems in there. It's got Playground, if you've ever heard of that.
I think so. But I don't remember any of the
yeah.
details about it. When would you say you stopped becoming as active on Worst GDPS and I suppose like branched out a bit?
Yeah, about November 2024, I think I really like halted.
Okay.
And I started focusing more on making like actually good levels, because that's when I started making like old style, which is now my favorite style to create in, I guess.
Along with that, like what are some of the favorite levels you've worked on, I'm assuming, with old style?
I guess my favorite ones with old style would have to be Tira Basic 1, Code Red, Holograph. Ultra Crazy was my first ever like old style level. It was really funny when I first made it. Club Step Copyable 2.
Yeah, and do you have like any favorites from Worst GDPS as well?
I guess my two favorite non-old style levels that I made would be Katamari and If I Say. That level was cool.
Okay.
And I guess the entirety of the Ultra Game series, because you know I never made a mini game up till that point. I think I was playing like Alter Game 27 or whatever it was by Sir Punch, and I was like, oh, I could do that.
What do you enjoy doing most now after sort of branching off? What are some of the other GDPSs that you're focused on now?
I don't know, I guess like Warp Dash. That's like the one I'm most active in, but in general I'm not really active in any GDPS at all. I've mostly been looking at main servers a little more because I know like I could get a rated level there, but I don't know anybody in the GD community and nobody knows me. So it's kind of hard to get anybody to send your levels. Level request streams are so ass. I spent like 2 weeks in one after getting my level sent and I didn't get anybody to look at it. And I'd have like 3 tabs open.
Wow.
I hated that so much.
Is there anything you want to say to creators and players now?
I guess if you're looking for bad standards, I guess Worst GDPS is probably the best place to go since the community is pretty welcoming and it doesn't really seem to have any big glaring issues like most other bad standard GDPSs.
My experience in it has also been like smooth sailing. It's a really sweet place. If you haven't already, join. I don't know how many.
Don't be like me when I first joined. Jesus, that was really annoying.
That was all I had written down. Is there anything else that you'd like to say?
Watch Starters by Movie Unleashed, I guess. That's all I have.
Thank you very much for your time. It's great having you here, having another guest on the Weekly Worst show, and
more like bi-weekly. Bi-weekly interviews.
Bi-weekly podcast. Yeah, we have a Weekly Worst show and then we have a bi-weekly podcast. Next interview is also going to be someone very, very special. Look forward to then, guys.
Thanks for tuning into episode 3. I will be back next week for even more updates. See you then.